All right. Thank you. Happy Monday. I'm doing a little bit far away so that my head doesn't get chopped off. I know I repeated myself. I said that in the beginning because of, well, then I started recording. Anyways, very short story. Oh, let me hang on a second. Okay. So, a couple things. I had a friend many years ago who was going through like a very rough time. And he called me and he said to me, hey, can you like tell me a book to read or something? Because I really need like some kind of guidance. And I said, not only can I tell you, but I can get in my car and I can drive it to you and deliver it and put it right in your hand. So I took this book, which at the time I had read maybe 3 times, and I drove it to his home. And I never heard anything from him about it. And then I think I called him, which you shouldn't do. I called him like to follow up. Oh, did you have any luck with that book? He said, oh, I didn't really get around to reading it. And then 2 weeks later, he calls me and he says, hey, man, have you heard of this book called A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle? And I'm like, are you fucking with me? He's like, no, my friend just gave me this book. I'm like, do you mean me? He goes, no, my friend, he said someone else's name, just gave me this book. He said, it's really blowing my mind. I said, do you still have the book that I gave you? He's like, yeah, of course. I'm like, go get it. And he comes back and he's like, oh shit, it's the same book. But for whatever reason, he didn't read the copy that I gave him, but he was reached by someone else. One more thing about this book before I move on to the yoga. I read this book probably 5 times now. Spirituality is not something to be overanalyzed. If you dig and dig and dig and dig, it loses its power. And I found that out because I'm a digger. But just so you know that, there are lots of helpful things, and ingest them and let them go, and then move forward. Don't overdig, because I overdug this book. With this book, it was so powerful the first time I read it. I laughed in tears at the madness that was in my mind that this book pointed out. Thank you for coming. I'm going to go back there. We're going to start seated if nobody minds. Actually, I'm going to start right here. I have a lot of chatter at the beginning of class. Let's reach the arms out and push everything away just for a moment. We're going to take a breath in through the nose, and we're going to push the breath out of the nose. We're going to listen to the sound of the breath as we push and pull it. We're going to take the right hand and put it down right outside of us and turn the left palm up, and then reach up and over. We're going to continue with that breath. Not just breathing in, feeling it, experiencing it, but not overanalyzing it. Not overanalyzing the body or the movement. Good. Over to the other side. Seeing if we can make space for the simplicity of the question and the answer. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Back up, back to the arms out. We're going to take the right hand all the way over to the left knee. And the left hand could just sit behind you, and we're going to gently look back for a moment. And all the way over to the other side. We're going to sit up real tall. Good, and let's slowly stand. I'm going to move back a little bit because we're going to do our windmill arms. So from here, We're going to swing forward like we're fanning the air because I'm a little bit crazy from the heat. Great, and then backwards, please. You can go easier on the backwards because it's a little more intense. And let's come across the front, switching which hand goes on top. I'm glad you made it tonight. I am. And then hands on the hips, let's swing around a bit. And opposite direction, please. Nice. I'm coming up closer for this one. Let's step one foot over the other, and then let's please hang down. You can circle in the arms if you want. And let's switch the feet, and you can pendulum the arms if you like. Breathing in and out through the nose. Very nice. Feet together, big toes touching, ankles a little bit apart. We're going to put the hands on the shins, and we're going to look up and pull the shoulders back. And on the out breath, we're going to forward fold. Then we're going to look up and pull the shoulders back. And on the out breath, we forward fold. Let's do it again. Look up, breath in. And out breath, forward folding. Look up, breath in. And out breath, forward folding. Look up, breath in. We'll forward fold. Hold your core tight on this one. Let's come all the way up, reaching out and up. And we're going to come down through the heart center. We're going to push into the earth, and we're going to circle all the way back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward fold, again, fingers low. And we look up, and we forward fold, all the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart center. We push into the earth, we circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, again, fingers low. We look up, forward fold, all the way back up, reaching out and up. Down through the heart, back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward fold, again, fingers low. We look up, we forward fold, all the way back up, reaching out and up. This is the one, down through the heart. We're going to push into the earth. We're going to circle back up. Oh, my head got cut off. And we forward fold. We look up. We're going to step back, top of push-up. Belly and legs tight. These pants look funny. All right. We're going to stay here. Hold the core and the legs tight. And when you're ready, go ahead, lower down, maybe hover 2 inches. Then we'll forward, up dog, legs tight, and down dog, pulling up and back. Good. Go ahead and pedal the feet out. Lighting box. So stepping one foot and then the other, a little back and forth in place. Good. Walk on up, top of the mat, feet together, fingers low. We look up, forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Let's come down through the heart again. We're going to push into the earth and circle all the way back up. Breathing out, forward fold, fingers low. We look up and we step back again, top push-up. Good. Lower down, drop down. Up dog, legs tight. And down dog, pulling up and back. We're looking at the knees of the navel. We come up on the toes on the in-breath, down with the heels on the out-breath, and over and over. Good. Hop on up, top of the mat. We look up. We forward fold. All the way back up. One more. Down again through the heart center. Back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding again, fingers low. We look up. We step back, top of push-up. Lower down, up dog, and down dog, and nice. We're going to stay here. You're welcome to rest anytime you like. Continue breathing, looking at the knees of the navel, so we're locking the chin a bit towards the chest. Good. Walk or hop back to the top of the mat. We look up, we forward fold. Let's intertwine all the fingers and then come all the way up with the palms facing the ceiling. And we're going to lean over to the right. Oh, you can see the hands finally. And over to the left, please. And back to center. Try not to move the hips, but keep the fingers interlaced up there today. And we're going to turn the shoulders and look to the right. And over to the left. Excellent. Back to center. Let's bring the feet back together. So we're going to do 3 Surya Namaskara of these. So big toes touching, ankles apart. Let's sit in chair. Arms straight up if possible. And then again, we come up and over, forward folding, fingers low. We look up. We step back, top of push-up. We're going to lower down, up dog, and down dog. Warrior one on the right, right foot steps, left foot turns out flat, knee over the ankle, less is okay, arms right up. Those of you that like, reach that left arm forward so that we can turn the chest to face the front of space here. Great, touch the ceiling again and hands back down, step back, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, and down dog. And left side stepping, right foot turns out, arms up again, knee maybe over ankle. Those of you that want to, go ahead and reach that right arm forward, like a handshake, hello. Back leg is trying to be straight. I got a bit of tension in this one. Good, touch the ceiling, and hands back down, step back, top of push-up, lower down, up dog. And down dog, and great. Let's stay here, just breathing in the nose. Good. Step or hop, top of the mat. We look up, we forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair, and standing arms all the way down again. Let's do it a few more times. Sit in chair. Good. All the way up and over, forward fold. We look up, we step back, top of push-up again. We lower down, up dog, legs tight, and down dog. Warrior one again on the right, right foot steps, left foot turns out. Arms back up, hands back up. Looking up, lengthening up, breathing. Nice. Hands back down, step back, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, down dog, left side, right foot turns out. Back up, hands together, looking up, lengthening up. Great. Hands back down again. Step back, top of push-up. Lower down, up dog, and down dog. Very nice. Let's stay here. more time in here, up onto the top of the mat. We look up, we forward fold. Feet and knees sitting in chair and stand. Let's just do one more in this section today. We sit in chair. Good, come on, all the way up and over, forward fold. We look up, step back again, top of push-up. We're gonna lower down, up dog, down dog. Let's do warrior two on the right. Right foot steps, left foot turns out. Feels nice to open up to the side as it's almost like warrior one feels a little claustrophobic after a while. So we're gonna open up real wide in the chest. We're gonna breathe here, knee over ankle, heel to heel aligned. Looking at the fingers in front of you, so just making the world very simple. We breathe and look at our fingers. Let's turn the right hand to face the ceiling. As light as you possibly can, put the left hand on the back leg, and let's arch, opening up, looking to the ceiling. Good, cartwheel the hands top of the mat, step back, top of push-up. We'll lower down, up dog, and down dog, and left foot steps. Warrior two, back up. Looking at the fingers in front of us, breathing. Drawing it in, pushing it out. Good, turn the palm to face the ceiling, gentle as possible, the hand on the back leg. No weight. And then we arch back. Nice. Cartwheel the hands again, top of the mat. Step back on the top of push-up. Lower down, up dog, and down dog. And great, let's stay here. We use this like a rest, but really breathe and bring the chin a bit towards the chest. Good, hop on up top of the mat. We look up, we forward fold, feet and knees in chair again. Let's stay in chair. Just breathing. Good, let's stand feet apart, distance of the hips or shoulders. Grab elbows or grab prayer, and let's hang. And you could just hang, or you could bounce a little bit in the hanging. But if you bounce, please push the breath out of your nose every time the body drops down. Good, let's take our peace fingers and come all the way up, and then all the way down, and we're gonna, like we always do, come under the big toes, thumbs touching on the inside. You pull the elbows away, reach the top of the head down. Elbows pulling out and away. It's okay if your legs are bent. I know I say that every time, but it's important. Let's come back up, touch the ceiling again, and back down. Each hand under each foot from the front so the toes touch the crease in the wrist. And again, it's okay if the legs are bent. And it's hard to stand on the hands on the just on the wood floor. But gotta have that cushion. Let's breathe. Nice. Let's stand. Top of the mat, please. We're going to pivot tonight. Feet back together. Big toes just for a moment touching. Shoulders back. We'll hold the core for a moment. We're going to take the left leg. And we're going to step the left leg back the distance of one of our legs. Front foot straight forward, back foot 45, 90 degrees. We're going to reach the arms all the way out. Let me see if I can get further back. Good. We're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to reach out. Right hand down, left arm up, maybe palms facing out and away, maybe looking to the reaching hand, maybe keep the hand on the shin, especially on a hot day like today. Let's just breathe in the nose. Good. Back up. Let's pivot. Right toes turn into 45. Left toes out. We're going to reach way out with the left hand and then triangle on the other side. Left hand down, right arm up. Maybe looking up. Good. Back up. Let's pivot again. Left toes in, right toes out. We're going to shorten the stance a couple of inches. Let's take the left arm and reach it forward like you're trying to touch the wall, but a flat, straight line, kind of like a table, which I haven't quite made. Good. And then take that left hand and put it on the right shin. You can just have it there, and then you could twist, reaching the right arm up. You could also take the back of the left hand outside of the leg, and then grip your toe down in the front, and then twist. Just a little more breathing. This is a really pretty tough pose. Good. Back up. So we're going to pivot and reach the right arm out and forward. Breathing. Good. Right hand on the shin. Left arm up or back of the hand outside of the leg. And here it's difficult, but think about lengthening the tail to the crown of the head. Good. Back up. I'm glad that one's over. Pivot again. Right toes forward. Let's re-lengthen the stance just a little bit for warrior two. We're going to reach out and look at the fingers in front of us and breathe. This is awesome. I'm breaking a sweat. I never do that. Right forearm on the leg. Left arm up and over, extended side angle. You can look along the armpit to the ceiling. You could also take the right hand and put it on the ground, inside or outside the foot. We're going to breathe here. Good. Back up. We'll have to straighten the right leg to pivot. Right toes in, left toes out. Warrior two. Again, on the other side here, breathing. And when you're ready, center of the arm on the leg, extended side angle. And if you want to put the left hand down, you're welcome to. Good. Back up. Let's pivot again. Left toes in, right toes out. Let's do warrior two again. So we're going to put the twist on this. Lots of different variations. You're welcome to keep the foot flat in the back. You're welcome to come to the ball of the foot. We take this left arm and swing it through, bringing the elbow outside of the leg, hands in prayer, pulling towards the chest. You could also put the knee down and get that twist real kind of pushed into the center. All right, of course, you can keep it up. We'll breathe here a little bit. Good. Push yourself back up to standing pivot again over to warrior two on the other side here. We'll give it a moment, let it settle. And then however you did the twist on the other side, we're just going to repeat it here. So I'm coming to ball of foot, coming through. Nice straight leg. Good. Back up. Let's do horse with the toes slightly splayed out, feet the distance of, say, your elbows. And let's push the walls out again. And we're going to breathe here. I've been doing the up on the toes thing. I don't think I'm going to do that today, but if you want to do that, that's all right. Goes like that. I'm already sweating. Woo! Get the old junk out. Let's keep breathing. Good. Let's stand. Turn the feet so they are running straight forward. We're going to reach straight up and then straight down. And the fingers will go on the line that the feet are on. And you could attempt to put the hands down, then reach the top of your head towards down. Good. Back up. I'm going to throw this one in that I never throw, I don't often throw in, but it is how these are done in the primary series of Ashtanga. Put the hands on the hips, so the fingers in the front and the thumbs are in the back. And we're going to pull the elbows a little bit back together, and then we're going to forward fold again. So some of us, like myself, the elbows will only point up to the ceiling, but then some of you will come down so far that your elbows will point straight forward. So just find the place where your body is feeling a little bit of the tension. We'll just stay for a couple of breaths here. Good. Back up. We reach out all the way out to the ends of the fingers. Behind the tail, we intertwine. We're going to push the palms together. You could have them apart. It'll look like more depth there, but it won't be as much in the upper back. Palms together, less depth. And we're going to come all the way up and over. So let's stay in this forward fold while I check something out right here. Great. Stay here, please. Good. Back up. Let's take the peace fingers. We're going to reach up. And actually, let's come down. We grab the shins. the ankles. And then, if you want, peace fingers grabbing big toes as the elbows pull out and away from the ears. Again, lengthening the spine to the crown of the head, lengthening the breath. All right, let's stay down low, both hands over to the right. We'll grab the shin, the ankle, or the outside of the foot. Please keep the legs straight. Bring the nose towards the knee. And over to the other side. And back to center. Let's shorten the stance to about 3 feet. Let's turn, we'll turn the right toes forward. I know this is a little different. The right toes forward, left toes out. Let's bring the arms out behind the back for pyramid. We're going to only do pyramid on its own as we forward fold, bringing the nose towards the knee, squaring the shoulders to the earth. And back up. We turn the right toes in, the left toes out. I'm going to bring the arms out again. And then behind the back, we grab the elbows and we forward fold. Great, and back up. So you could step to the top of the mat, shake the feet out a little bit. So we're going to stand on the left foot. I'm going to do this sideways today so we can get a good view of it. And we're going to bring the arms out. So let's see, I got the space there. And we're going to lift the right foot. Actually, I'm going to bring it into heart. You can keep the arms out if you like, but I don't want to hit the wall here. And lift that back foot up to warrior three, which will take a few breaths in. Those of you that want to put the left hand down with the right arm up, please do that for Ardha Chandrasana. And switch the hands just for a moment. That's a little tough. Nice. Stand, step it out. And let's stand on the right foot. I'm going to bring hands to heart just for the spacing. You can bring them out. And we'll come forward and do warrior three on the other side. And if you like, right hand down, left arm up. And switch the hands. All right, let's stand and we'll walk it out a little bit. We're going to do tree, standing on the left foot. We're going to lift the right foot up. I like to grab the ankle and you can get that to lock. You could also put it out in the front, which I've taught like that a bunch of ways, but if you want to put it on front, go ahead. Otherwise, locking and the hands of the heart are all the way up. I'm going to keep my hands at my heart today. Good, let that down, step it out. And then we're gonna do the other side. Standing on the right, we're gonna lift the left, hands to the heart, or all the way up. Great, let it down, step it out. Let's go back to the standing on the left foot. We're gonna lift the right leg up and the right hand can grab the right knee. Keep the leg pointing straight forward, hand on the hip. You could also, if you like, take the peace fingers, grab the big toe and extend the leg straight out, but stand tall. I'm not doing that. It's just important to stand tall and have that leg out, but grab the big toe if you can, it's awesome. And let's open that leg out to the right. And we're going to look to the left. And keep that leg up, back to center, and then just put it out on its own, high as it'll go for you. Great, let it down, step it out. We're going to stand to the right, we're going to lift the left. And again, you're welcome to extend the leg out if you want. We're going to breathe all the time. Good, open up to the side again as we look out over the right shoulder, the opposite of where the leg is out. Good. Back to center. Leg out on its own. Excellent. Step it out. And let's come down into a squat. And I'm going to move the mat forward for this. So we can get a little better action here. Good. So we're going to come down into a squat. I like to push my elbows against the legs and lengthen up to the back. Those of you that want to do crow or headstand today are totally welcome to. Just breathing. Good. Let's go today straight to the vinyasa into pigeon. So we're going to put the hands down and step back, top push up. Of course, we lower down, up dog, down dog, and I'm going to put the right foot up, the back wall. Hold here, keep the right shoulder down. You could bend that leg if you like, pointing the knee to the sky. Good, and throw that shin top of the mat. Let's scooch the left leg further back. You see the knee? This is a good way to show this. It'll be right outside the ribs. You can come down to the forearms. You put the hands together, put your head on those hands. You can lengthen out further, putting the whole chest kind of flat on the leg. We're going to breathe here. Good. Let's vinyasa through to the other side. So you can shake that leg that was bent out if you like. Top of the push-up. Lower down, up dog, down dog. Let's hold the left leg up. We can bend that leg if you like, opening up through the hip, keep the armpit down. Good, throw that shin up, same. Up, there's the knee, scooch the right leg back. Hands down, forearms down, head down, chest down. And we're gonna breathe here. All right, let's step back again. You can shake that leg out if you like. We're gonna lower down, up dog, and down dog. And let's sit. We'll do legs straight out in front today. I like to do the feet the same, so big toes touching, ankles apart, same as when we're standing. We're gonna breathe in and reach up. We're gonna breathe out and maybe touch the toes. And back up, breathing in and back down, maybe touching the toes. Over and over, please. We'll do quite a few of these. Out breath on the downward fold. Good. Let's touch the sky, and we're going to bring the arms down. Let's bring the hands back behind us and reverse plank. We're going to lift up, look at the ceiling. Good. And back down again. Bring the soles of the feet together. And left hand on top, right hand on top of that. Sit up tall as you can so the arms should feel straight tension and the back should be straight, and then butterfly the legs if you care to. Otherwise, just stay still, breathing, staring straight forward. Good. Fold down, push the legs open with the elbows, and fold either the face towards the feet or the heart towards the feet. And let's breathe here. Good. Back up. Those of you that want to, we're going to reverse plank again. Just lifting up this for a moment. And back down. Let's do our twist. We're going to take the right leg and pull it in real close. We're going to take the left arm and grab that leg. Let's go sideways. Right hand behind you, 6 inches away from the tail. You can stay here pulling that shoulder back, or the elbow outside of the leg, lengthening up through the spine, gently looking back as the torso does the twisting and the head. No twisting in the head, just going for the ride. And let's breathe. Very nice. Back around. Let's do the other side. Right leg out. Left foot in really close. Right arm behind, right arm grabs the left leg, left hand behind you. Sit up tall. Look back. Breathe. Good. Back around. We're going to be on the tail. If you want to double up the mat, both legs bent. I'm going to bring the arms under the tail and low back. You could stay here. You can let go. You could straighten the legs, hands and prayer to the third eye to the toes. Keep the legs bent, which is what I'll do. We're going to breathe. This is 1 to 5. Good. Cross the legs, grab the shins, sit up really tall. Shoulders back and down, top of the head up. And back up. 2 of 5. Breathing. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And back up, number 3. And cross the legs, sit up tall. And up again, number 4. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And 5, back up. So last one, get your breath. Hold that core a bit. Good, so now we'll grab the shins. If you roll up the mat, you'll have to unroll it. And we are gonna lay back. Pull the shins down, bring the nose up to the knees. And then let's do bridge. And those of you that want to do Urdhva Dhanurasana, that's also okay. Feet and knees are 2 fists apart. Longest finger almost touches the heel. We're going to lift up. As you lift up, tuck one shoulder, then the other. Intertwine the fingers and push the arms on the ground. If you're doing Urdhva Dhanurasana, that's great. Keep breathing. And we're going to stay here a little bit tonight. Good. Back down. We're going upside down. So we're doing plow first, kicking the feet up and over the head. And hands can be on the lower back or intertwine fingers down. We'll take a few breaths here. And then legs straight up to the sky. Shoulders stand, the weight is in the shoulders and the elbows. Breathing in the nose. All right, bend the legs, bring the knees down towards the ears, reach back, grab the soles of your feet and lower yourself into dead bug. Knees in the armpits, you could stay still or roll around. Fix my shirt, becoming a crop top. Good, bring the knees in the chest. Imagine you have pencils, one on each knee. Let's draw some circles on the ceiling, just one direction at first. And the opposite direction. Good, back to center. Let's lay down flat for a moment. We're just going to do one piece of this pose. We're going to lift the right leg up, and with both hands, we're going to come up towards the heel and bring the nose to the knee. Do your best to keep the left leg flat on the mat, and let's breathe here. And down with the leg, up with the other leg. Same. May feel different though. It feels different. I'm going to breathe. Good. Down with that leg. Let's bring the knees up into the chest, the arms out like a T. We're going to take a breath in, then we're going to let the knees fall to the right on the out breath. Right hand can push the knees down further, and we're going to look to the reaching left hand. And we breathe here. And all the way back up and over to the other side. Left hand can now push the legs down. Right hand out. Good. Back up to center. Hug the knees into your chest. Thank yourself for coming out. And now we're going to roll up to a seated position. It's super important for me to roll up my mat, to sit on that. Just makes meditation so much easier. This is the posture. But I remove my rug because it's so warm and I don't want the rug on the floor. So I leave a little tail, and that tail is where my ankles go so that they don't grind onto the floor. I'm going to sit up really tall. Do what you like with your feet. This just comes natural to me. It's not something you should necessarily try unless it comes natural for you. Fingers together, thumbs touching, or one hand on top of the other. The palms are down but facing up, so the palms are facing up to the chin. The chin hangs slightly down towards the chest. We have an actively straight back. And the breath which we allow to return to normal, at least at first, is our focus as it rises and falls naturally in our body. If the breath is not enough to keep your attention, and which is very possible, you can breathe the body and continue to breathe and feel that breathing which you're really participating in. You could also count the breath. And when you get to 11, go back to 1. All right, let's bring the hands to the heart center and rub them together. I'm coming closer. Excellent. Let's bring the arms all the way up. We're going to take a breath in as much as you can get. We're going to breathe in more. If you can get it, breathe in more. We're going to hold tight core, tight legs. Let's hold the breath for a moment and then let it out. You're living your dream, don't miss it. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I sweat so much tonight. I'm glad that we're social distancing. Um, Let me bring this forward. We're doing Mondays and Wednesdays at 7. It's all great to hang out with you guys. I am going to hit stop on this recording. So there we go. Oh yeah, DanielOverberger.com. You can find the links to my PayPal and Venmo.